mean the same as depend are lean on, to trust, and to turn to. As a baby in the mother's womb, of course, they lean on or in the mother for comfort and to grow to the 9th month term to be born. As an infant, they rely on their mother and father to take care of them. As a teenager, they trust their parents to instill in them everything they should know about growing up and becoming an adult. And when they become adults and become more mature, they turn to their parents for guidance, advice, and wisdom. In Genesis chapter 7, God decided that since there was only one good man on earth, which was Noah, that he would flood the earth and start over. Noah had to depend on God to keep him and his family and the animals, 2 of each kind, from the flood. Noah depended on God. In Exodus chapters 4, 5, and 6, Moses had to depend on God when God told him to tell Pharaoh and his army to let God's people go. But Pharaoh, being stubborn, wanted to keep God's people as his slaves. Pharaoh decided to let the people go, but then he changed his mind. As Moses went back to Pharaoh to let his people go, Pharaoh and his army came to chase after them on their horses and chariots. Once Moses reached the Red Sea, he depended on God again. God told Moses, all you have to do is stretch out your rod. Moses did just that, and God departed the Red Sea into dry land for Moses and the people to cross. Moses depended on God. In the book of Judges chapter 16, Samson had great strength. He was stronger than any man on earth. His strength lied in his hair and on God. Once Samson told Delilah where his strength lied, he fell asleep upon her, and Delilah called for one of the Philistines to shave off his hair, off Samson's head. When Samson awoke, he awoke in jail. Samson depended on God. While praying and depending on God, his hair began to grow back. With all the strength he had, Samson pushed the 2 pillars that were holding up the building, and the building collapsed, killing all 3,000 men and women that were in it. Samson depended on God. In Samuel chapter 17, David depended on God to help him fight Goliath. Even though Saul told David that he was too young to fight Goliath, David told Saul that the Lord delivered out of the paw of the lion and out of the paw of the bear. He will surely deliver him out of the hand of the Philistines. Then Saul told David, okay, go and the Lord will be with thee. David told Goliath, you come to me with your sword, with your spear, and with your shield, but I come to you in the name of the Lord. With 1 stone, 1 slingshot, in the first round, David slew Goliath. David depended on God. In the book of Daniel chapter 6, the leaders of Babylon were mad and wanted to get rid of Daniel because King Darius made Daniel an important leader to him. So those men wanted to get rid of Daniel, and they told King Darius that Daniel was praying 3 times a day to his God. King Darius decided to throw him into the lion's den. The next morning, King Darius asked Daniel, has his God saved him yet? Daniel replied, yes, my God sent the angel to shut the mouths of the lion. Daniel walked out without a scratch, a bruise, and no lion saliva on him whatsoever. David depended on God. Now that was just a little bit of a few of the people in the Bible that depended on God or turned to God for help. They are not the only ones, and they never will be. I'm sure you all have to depend on God. But not only you, I had to do so myself. At the age of 11 years old, my father died. He was working under a car and didn't have it propped up right, and the car fell on him. The car crushed him from his shoulder bone all the way to his toe bone. I had to depend on God. I had to depend on God growing up the rest of my life without a father. But I thank God for my family, my aunts, my uncles, older cousins, brothers that stepped in and helped my mother raise me. At the age of 15, I was raped at gunpoint by my next door neighbor. He told me that if I ever told the story, he would kill me. But I had to depend on God. I was at the point where I wanted to kill myself. I was at the point where I questioned God and said, Lord, why me? Why did this happen to me? he pulled his hand out, blood was everywhere. Only to notice that all he had was a bone on his fingertip. Lisa found the finger, and she put it in some ice. We rushed him to children's emergency. And when she put it in the ice, she said, make sure you get it to the doctor and don't spill it out of the ice. When we gave it to the doctor sewed it back on his finger. He said that he might not have feeling anymore. He said that he might not grow that fingernail back. He said that gangrene was going to set up in his finger and it would fall right on off. But let me tell you, we depended on God. Today he has a finger. Today his finger can bend. Today he has a fingernail that grows on it to where he bites off when it gets too long. We depended on God. On July 20th of last year, the day of Bishop's official day of the